It was another game in what's become a weekly tradition for the Jets, not being able to score any points and losing to the Panthers 13-6. But I gotta say, for whatever reason, this team continues to at least fight for Aaron Glenn. No, I'm not saying that the Jets are any good. I'm not even saying that they should keep Aaron Glenn. But for whatever reason, this team does fight for him. I mean, we saw against the Broncos, their defense kind of bow up. They held Bo Nix to 13 points. And in this game against the Panthers, now, albeit Bryce Young did get hurt, but defensively, they just keep putting up a fight, keep fighting hard. We saw Rico Dowdle for 2 straight weeks go for 200 yards, and they kind of held them down. 17 rushes, 80 yards, not bad. Dobbins couldn't really get anything going, and the Broncos offense couldn't get anything going either. So I do think that whatever he's doing defensively, we're kind of starting to see at least that identity take hold. I mean, 2 straight weeks holding teams to 13 points is very impressive. No, the Panthers aren't a great offense, but I mean, we've seen them score 30 on the Falcons. Trying not to mention the Cowboys game, but they scored a bunch of points on them, but everyone does. But I do think that the Jets, at least identity in some way, you know what I mean, is there. Now, one thing, obviously, that I believe that's a problem for them is this offensive line, man. I mean, they just get blitzkrieged on a game-in, game-out basis. And by the way, real quick, because I'm going through the stats right now, the Jets, they are 28th in points allowed with 28 a game. But the last couple of weeks, they've been improving on that end. I just gotta be honest. And their offense, though, is getting worse. Their offense, 25th in the league. That not getting any better. But I like there's some semi-improvements out there with them. And they do some things well. Now, does that mean anything? Does that actually mean that, you know what I mean? I think they can do something. No. I mean, they're clearly eliminated. They're 0-7 now. They kind of suck. But they're what it means is, for at least right now at this point in time, you're not the Dolphins. You're not a complete embarrassment. And there's some interesting things that they have. I think mainly on the defensive end, Sauce kind of made a play. The run defense was able to step up. So I think, you know what I mean? There's some small things for a Jets fan. At least it's not completely embarrassing. You know, you didn't lose 31-6 to the Browns. You lost 13-6 to a Panthers team that's solid. And they lost by 2 to a Broncos team that's solid. Now, offensively, we'll get to that. But at the very least, this isn't much. It's not too much to hang your hats on. But at the very least, defensively, they're showing some heart. And sometimes all you want to see is a little heart. Now, offensively, I mean, this is just a mess. They did what I said to do, right? After a half of Justin Fields going out there, not doing anything, he had 56 yards, not really cooking. There was a play right at halftime where I'm like, oh, Justin Fields, he's getting kind of closer, getting there, moving the ball down the field. And then what does he do? Well, he said, how about I go out here, take this sack, and by all means end the half. And, I mean, the Panthers were sending some crazy blitzes, but they can't block a blitz, clearly. They don't pick it up, and there's a lot wrong with their offensive system. Actually, let me look up who their offensive coach is. And then the thing is, when Tyrod Taylor did come in the game after halftime, they at least are ready. You know what I mean? He came out there and he decided Tanner Engstrom. Never heard of bro. But yeah. They at least showed some things, right? Offensively with Tyrod Taylor, he's running out there, he's making plays, he will throw the ball. But then Tyrod Taylor, man, he's just throwing picks out here. I'm vouching for you, bro. And that game was winnable, but you can't throw it at J.C. Horn. He's kind of sort of the best cornerback in the league. So I'm going to need you to not to throw bombs up to no skins. I don't even know this guy, 83. I don't even know who that is. But dude was throwing up nonsense bombs. 101 at J.C. Horn, and he did miss a couple of bombs as well. that were available. Who is this guy? Josh Reynolds. I do know Josh Reynolds. I'm not throwing Josh Reynolds and Adam Lazar one-on-one balls against J.C. Horn. I'm just not doing it because you saw what happens. It's 2 picks happens. But he did make some good plays. Rolling to the left, he actually threw like a 40-yarder. I was impressed. But Tyrod Taylor obviously needs to rein that in for them to win a game. Reportedly, they still aren't, you know what I mean? Because Tyrod Taylor did play like ass, right? Like at the end of the day, you know, one guy got 3 points, the other guy got 3 points, and Fields made it clear he's not turning the ball over, which is cool. Tyrod said, you know what, I'm going to throw the ball. They both got sacked 3 times. Now, Fields has looked worse. Looking at it now, Fields had 21 sack yards. I mean, he tries to kind of run backwards. Tyrod actually was evading some, and they threw it 10 more times with Tyrod. He was able to at least complete passes. He had 126 yards, but those 2 interceptions, obviously, I mean, they kill whatever good you had. And his rating, now, again, I love explaining this now because I'm starting to look at the rating. 0 is passer rating is a QB rating set they have. 0 is 0. 158 is perfect. So you know what I mean? And you get 39, I believe, for just throwing incompletions. Tyrod Taylor at a 25. Just Fields at a 59. But at least it feels like the offense can do something. I would be very, very interested, obviously, to see this team, and maybe they can throw the ball with at least with Garrett Wilson back in there. And I'm interested in Garrett's health. But, I mean, at the end of the day, this is just personal for me. I like to watch the games. I watch all the games. I'm interested. And I'm way more interested in watching Tyrod Taylor at least go out there and throw the ball than I am watching Justin Fields just stand there and do nothing. So keep doing it. They haven't decided yet. Play Tyrod, man. Play Tyrod. Mix it up and play him because at least he's going to throw the ball. And I do think with Garrett Wilson out there at receiver with a weapon, you know what I mean, you might see some positive things go on. But the Jets, they didn't make any real dumb calls this game. We're keeping the bar very low. Actually, I take it back. They had an opportunity, 4th and 5, Justin Fields in the game, early in the game from the 34-yard line. They instead choose to go for it. There is no way in the world I'm going for that. After what just happened last week, I'm definitely allowing my kicker to get a chance. And let's see if the dude can make a 50-yarder because, my God, I can't just stand here and let Justin Fields do it again. He instead let Justin Fields do it again. So I'm sorry, Aaron Glenn. That's a bad call. But they're fighting for you on the defensive end, at least on these last couple of weeks. That defense wants a win. The offense just has to give them more than 13 points. My God, if they would have got over 13 points one of those 2 games, they win those games. Especially because after during the last game, Bryce Young going out gave you an opportunity. Now next up gets a little scary hours. I mean, it's all scary hours, but they play the Bengals. But then you get a bye, and then you get the Browns at home. I don't think they're losing every game. And the Dolphins are coming up down the pipe at home. I don't think they're losing every game. The Browns are perfect because they can't really score. Get a bye week. That might actually hurt the Jets. More time to think about things. But go out there and get your win, man. I respect that the team is fighting and not looking like the Dolphins out here. So I do want to see them get a win at some point. Now, whether Glenn should keep his job or not, I think Jets fans are loudly yelling as I'm recording, no, and I can't argue with that. He's been bad this year. But the team at least hasn't completely given up on him. And, oh, by the way, there are some Jets players and trade rumors. I saw Quinion Wilson, Jermaine Johnson, the Edge. I saw Reese in there. I don't know if Garrett was on there, but it was an interesting list. And, I mean, at this point, trade some people, get some picks, try to rebuild this thing. Now, Aaron Glenn is going to – I don't think Aaron Glenn should lead that charge. But for the Jets, just this year, just fight, man. Show some fight and play Tyrod Taylor so the people have something to watch and something interesting on TV. At least for me personally. But, solid game for the Jets, and I am interested to see what happens with them. Going up against Bengals, I think they're about to get smoked. But then you get a bye and then you get the Browns. Can they, at some point soon, get that first elusive win of the season? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please watch some of the other videos on the site. I've created a playlist with each and every football team, and every week we will be going over those games. I'm really loving this, enjoying it, and hoping you guys are as well. Of course, like, subscribe, and if anyone wants to sponsor, we're looking for Lumia Sports Productions is looking for sponsors. Shout us out. We will shout you out during the video. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a great day. Enjoy.